Howdy folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. We're going to look at some changes today. Changes going on. We've done this before, but this will be an update. All the changes going on today to make a better Pattaya tomorrow. But I tell you, I got into this with the best of intentions, and after I started, it looked like I bit off more than I could chew. So this will be a part one of two. Part two will be tomorrow night, but let's jump into part one, and I'll tell you what's going on.
Just got a haircut.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good.
I'm just getting some noodle soup here. I ate here yesterday too. Last couple days I've had an upset stomach. Yesterday all day, that's all I had was a bowl of noodle soup. Today the same thing. Here it comes. Okay. I'll show you the soup. But anyway, at the beginning of the year, I went around town. I looked at all the new projects. Not all, but a lot. Projects that I found of interest. Hotels, things like that. And they, thank you. They were all in various forms of construction. Some were just beginning. Some were nearing the end. One, I'll tell you what made me think of this. One of the first ones we looked at, in fact, I think the first one we looked at last time around was the Edge. The Edge condo has been completed. So there's no more story on that. In fact, I did a whole video on it several weeks ago. I'll link it up here. We went through the whole place. I looked at a unit, the pool, it was gorgeous. But anyway, that was still under construction. The facade wasn't even put on back in January when we looked at it. So I got to thinking, well, if that made, I think, in my opinion, that made good progress. If it made that much progress, maybe some of these other ones have progressed. So we'll go around and we'll look at several. And we'll see. We'll see if they're making progress, or hey, maybe due to some of the labor camp shutdowns, things like that, maybe there is no progress. So we'll see. And if we see anything new, we'll take a look at that as well. So let's get going. We got a couple stops to make, but we'll start. We won't go to the Edge, like I said. I've already started. We'll go right down from the Edge. Is that new hotel? We'll go look in on that at first. But we'll go. It's right across from Central Festival. We'll go down to Central Festival. We'll look at that hotel, and we'll see what kind of progress they're making there, and we'll go from there. So yeah, it's a little funny. I was just talking about the Edge, and that's done. When we looked at this last time, this was all covered in like a blue tarp, I believe, or a gray tarp or something. You really couldn't see the facade. Now it's uncovered, it's starting to go up. You can see the balconies. This looks like almost where the Edge was back in January when we did this before. So if that's any indication, I'm thinking fast forward 9 or 10 months, and maybe this will be done too. I don't know, but it looks very similar in the stage of where the Edge was. I like how the balconies are angled. It's like a lot of people are going to have a sea view on this side. I guess probably by the 5th or 6th floor and above, you'll be able to see somewhat of a sea view, I'm guessing. But it's coming along. They're still working, and I don't know what's going on right next door. If that's just a parking area, or if that's just a staging area for the construction, or maybe they're building something else, but it looks like a whole nother thing going on over here right next to it. So save this for a future update, but it is coming along quite nicely, very nicely. So I don't think we took a look at it in the same video. I think it was shortly thereafter, or maybe before. But Treetown, I told you a lot of stuff going on in Treetown, and that continues to be under development. I'll show you the back side here, what I call the back side. I'm saying the front side is Soy Bacau. The back side here, there's 3 or 4 or 5 new places all along the back. Danny's, Sloots, First Bar, Area 52. They look like they could open tomorrow. And of course, on the other side of the street in the backside here was already several Matadors and this Noni and whatever. The other side, what I call the derelict side of Treetown, still nothing going on there, just a bunch of vacant bars. But on the very corner, Soy Bacau and this derelict side, there's a new, I guess it's a go-go, I'm not sure. But I did meet the guy, and I think he said it's a go-go. It's called Candy, I believe. So that looks nice. That's something new. But the only thing I would say is with all these new places and I mean, people have spent a lot of money to open these. I think they deserve a proper road. I don't know if there's plans for that, but it kind of, right now, before the road looked fine. The road looked fine because there was nothing here. Now it looks like an eyesore. The road should be commensurate with all the cement on the sides, and it should really that would really finish it off here and be nice. Plus I see water collecting down there in the road, so it needs to be paved. We'll see if that happens. I'll follow up. I mean, on the side, it's funny, the side, what I call the derelict side of Treetown, where there's nothing going on, that's got a lovely road, even speed bumps, everything looks like good drainage. But where everything's going on here, not so much. Now in the middle, we'll swing by and take a look at that. That's the big beach club, and that looks like that's ready to open. It looks like it's a lot more completed than it was before, put it that way. So there's really no pressure to finish because everything's closed now anyway, and everything remains closed, although there's chatter about stuff opening back up. So that's what we're all looking forward to now. So I guess there might be a little sense of urgency because I'm here in October, I'm here in November, but that's right around the corner. So if there are things being built, they would behoove them to get them done so they can open when everything else opens. Because there'll be other things that do not reopen. There'll be places that have just thrown in the towel, and there'll be places that wait for borders to open, which you call not a soft reopening, but a hard reopening. So interesting to see. This is a little microcosm of Pattaya right here in Treetown right now, with some sides, some parts kind of dark and other parts all new and fresh and not quite vibrant yet, but that remains to be seen. All right, let's go up the third road. We got a lot of stuff to look at on third road. So this was another one, the Kickz Market, Soy Kickz, third road, about a block down from Soy Chayapun. This was well on its way 8 months, 9, 10 months ago, whenever that was. But it's still being worked on. It's one of these things that I think it looked more done than it was, but now I really see it really looks like it's ready for people to move into. Now this was supposed to open in July, because when I was here in January, I said, when are you going to open? They said July. I said, that sounds really good. Of course, July came and went, everything was shut down. Now I believe markets like this can open just now, but I think the truth of the matter is they're not done, and I don't think they have the stalls and the spaces booked out. But it smells a little bit like paint here. I think there's some painting going on. I'm sure that paint smell will be gone by the time you get here. But it is bigger than I thought it was going to be. There's all stores out here. I'll show you. Everywhere you look, there's stalls, big ones, small ones. Some of them are very big, very good size. I mean, some of these stalls look like they're, I don't know, 25 by 40. What's that? Almost 1,000 square feet would be some of these bigger stalls maybe. So anyway, the roads are done, the sidewalks done. There's even benches to sit on. I think they're putting the final touches on it at this point, and we'll see when they open. But I don't see anybody like moved in. I don't see any, you know, the things you would need to sell things like shelves and cookware, or depending on what kind of store it was. I just don't see any of that kind of stuff. It's all just shelves right now. So still a ways to go. And there's another thing going on in the back. It's just I-beams. I don't know if that's part and parcel of this or not, but it's just right down there at the end of the road, you can see. It's just an I-beam structure, so I know it's all the same piece of land. It's all where the Kickz nightclub used to be. But I don't know, maybe that's part of it, maybe not. Anyway, still got stuff to see on third road, and it's getting late. So this one is probably the most has been done. The Arbor Hotel. I can show you from in January, they were still building. They said it was going to be 2 years. Well, guess what? I just went in and talked to them. They open next week. They open the end of this month, September. So they're about a week away from opening. And it's beautiful inside. Now they did tell me they have a swimming pool on the roof. which I was a little bit surprised because I'll show you the roof. The roof is very unique. It really stands out. But gorgeous lobby. They're all in there getting ready to open and learning the systems. They did tell me it's 50% corporate. I thought that was a little bit strange. So it's going to be a corporate option. So maybe that means big corporations have already leased or rented 50% of the rooms. So I don't know. The other side, I'll try to get a shot of that. It's all covered with plants and stuff. So I can't believe what they've done here in the last 9-10 months. It's phenomenal. So I don't know, maybe if they open up next month, maybe I'll come here and stay a night and really give a good look around, check out that rooftop pool. It's so windy out here. All right. So just right down 3rd Road from Pattaya Klang, where we were at the last place, the Arbor. We're back at the Shambala, and a lot of work has been done here too. In fact, they're opening in December. So they've been working all these places, not all, some have really made leaps and bounds in progress. Others, not so much. But that might have to do with some of the labor camps being shut down and things like that. So really can't pit one against the other. I can just recognize the ones that have made good progress. And this one's opening in December. 120 rooms. They've got a pool on the 5th floor. They've got a parking garage down here. Looks like a very smaller hotel, but looks very nice. They were very friendly. But they're getting ready to open. I can tell they're excited. So another one. That's another one. So probably there'll be no more update for this. Next time I go by, they'll probably be open. All right, I think we got another one on 3rd Road. We've got, we still got a bunch. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it done in this episode or not. And we got a friend, a nice friend is having her birthday tomorrow. So I got to save a little room for that. We'll wish her a happy birthday. She's lovely. And I got some other stuff to do. So we might have to pick this up on a subsequent episode, maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So wow, we're back at Once Pattaya. This was just a foundation. It was literally, I had to look back on the video, this was literally a foundation. And now it's towering above 3rd Road. I mean, it's higher than the surrounding buildings. I mean, there's a hotel right across the street, a Best Western, and it's much taller than that already. So this was from the Arbor Hotel group. It's a hotel and condo. And now they've got a sign up. I've got to find out about this. I mean, I know what it means, but I got to find out the specifics. But it says right up there, I'll show you, 20-year elite visa. I've talked about this before. This is where you can now purchase property, and if it's over a certain amount, you can get an elite visa with that. So usually an elite visa is one you have to purchase. You have to purchase that, and it's big money. I think the 5-year one went up to 600,000 baht. So about 15,000 US dollars. Not exactly cheap for a visa, but it is a 5-year, kind of a hassle-free visa. The elite there's other benefits. You can do your own research on that. So they've got to sign up for that now. So that means probably to me, if you buy a unit or one of the units, or maybe it's multiple units, I'll try to find out, you can qualify for that elite visa. A lot of times they do all the paperwork for you. So it's not a bad way to get one. Some people want to come here long term, they're going to buy a property anyway. Why not buy one that comes with an elite visa? If that was, I gotta admit, if that was, I don't know if I'd have done it or not. I'd have definitely considered it, because I was wanting to buy a property when I moved here anyway. And then I kind of talked myself out of it after looking around at so many different options. I said, I don't want to be stuck to one property. I want to move around. So anyway, probably for the best. But it is an option, and some people at the stage of life, they don't want to move around. They just want to plop down somewhere. A lot of progress here at Once, and I'll try to see what that elite visa deal is about. Did they open the bars and nobody told me about it?
Let's have a look at your Home Pro little stick. That is a wee sticker. You're right enough, Nick.
GoPro sip. GoPro sip.
It's massive, isn't it?
This is, we have Watford Stoke City.
I thought for a minute the bars were back open and nobody told me, but they're just doing a show. So I'll stay and see. I'll stay and watch the show. No drinks. No drinks.
There you go. I was very impressed with the changes going on. Some of the progress being made, I thought was very impressive. As we look here at some behind the scenes going on at the NDTVI live show they did on Soy 7 here. They're talking about the future of Soy 7, a very popular street with tourist and holiday makers, and the fact, will that recover? But anyway, I think the changes we looked at will definitely make Pattaya a different place. Will it be bigger? Will it be better? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Let me know what you think. But I think different is definitely a word. Different's not always bad. Sometimes different's good. But anyway, tune in 24 hours from now. We'll pick this back up. But I'm going to leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.